Hello students, hope you watched down the first part of this video. In that part what we discussed down, as we are discussing about the fifth chapter, the role of government in the healthcare. So in that part we discussed down what is the role of the government just to providing the basic health facilities to the government. So the government is mainly focused on providing an equal health facilities to all the peoples, or providing the basic amenities to all the people. So further we discussed down about how the distribution of resources is being done by the government. Along with that we discussed down the paradox resources and facilities that are available to different peoples, and in this we discussed down the various schemes or the programs which is being started by our government. Along with that we discussed down how our financial healthcare facilities is being done down, as in that we came to know that the money that the government get from the taxes are further utilized by them in fulfilling the basic needs or the necessities of our country. So in this video now we are going to discuss down about the types of health facilities in India. So mainly in India we are following the two types of health facilities. The first one is related with the government, that is known as a public health facility, and the second one is related with the private. Private, we all know that is a health facility which is being run by any of the private party or private institute or a private individual or an individual one. No government control is being done on that private health facilities. Okay, so public health facilities are given by the people to the people by the government. What is included in the public healthcare system? Various villages, towns and cities in India have a network to the public healthcare system. So this system consists of the functioning that is government owned. So all the public healthcare facilities are being controlled by the government. The Ministry of the Health and the Family Welfare is the central government body responsible for the forming of the health policy and improving public health. Okay, so the government is trying to create the awareness among the health in order to eradicate mean to reduce down something, just to reduce down the diseases that is being faced by the people. So example is also given in your books, that is example in 2011 Salam Bombay Foundation in association with the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare launched its national anti-tobacco youth campaign. So what is in this campaign? They are just creating awareness among the youth that tobacco is actually very dangerous for their health. So just to reduce the patient that is being affected from the tobacco, so Salam Bombay Foundation is creating awareness among the people. Special care is being taken in the public health facilities to the weaker section or the economically poorer section or economically backward section. It means they don't have that much income that they can able to go to the private authorities, or they can able to get the facilities which is being given by the private hospitals or the private authorities. So they are using that government authorities, or they are using the government hospitality services, so just to get rid from the diseases. Along with that, if I talk about the second one, that is representing the private healthcare system. So what is included in the private healthcare system? Private healthcare system is definitely run by any of the individual or the private authority or the private we can able to say a private group of people. So definitely the main purpose for them is just to earn the profit. They are providing the basic health facilities to the people, but their price is quite high among the in comparative to the public healthcare facilities, because in India the people are living below the poverty line. They are unable to get the main benefits which is given by the private system, so they are still following, lot of people are there who are following the public healthcare facilities. And if I talk about the World Bank, according to the World Bank data, 99% of Indian population cannot afford private health services, and if someone goes to the taken down any of the private health services, they just face down the poverty just to give, because they give a lot of bills to the private hospitals. So these kind of things which is being problem which is faced by the people, that the facilities and medicines or facilities or services which is being provided by the private institution, private healthcare institution are very much expensive that the common people are unable to afford that. If I talk about in India, the healthcare facilities are considered to be the very small amount, is very much we can able to say at a reasonable price, but it is for other countries. But the people who are living in India find it quite expensive. So moving further, now we are going to discuss down about the medical tourism. So medical tourism is also being promoted down. As I discussed down, the medical system which is going on in our country is considered to be of very low price for other countries. दूसरे लोगों के लिए ये काफ़ी low price पे है. That is the reason the people from other countries came to our India just to get the treatment. So latest medical technologies we have, high standard of treatment is given to them at a low cost. Medical attraction is the one most reason of the medical tourist visa. So the government promoting the medical tourist visa. So what is in the medical tourist visa? It means that any of the person who came from any other country has the right to stay in India for 30 days to get the medical treatment. So the main people that is came from there, and hospital have ever hired translation to help people from the Balkan, African and Gulf countries. So the various people from other country came to India just to get the medical facility, because for them the medical facilities which is being provided by India are at a quite reasonable price. Along with that, now we are going to discuss down the excess of resources to the community. So it is very much clear that our country is considered to be the developing one. So we have a lot of resources, but is it possible for everyone to get access to those resources? Is it approachable to everyone? So this is the biggest question. So central and the state government are following the directive principles of the state policies. Directive principles or state policies are just a recommendation or the guidelines which is imposed by the court to the government. It is not justiciable. Okay. So the main principle behind that is just to create awareness or the social welfare, just to create a social welfare awareness among the people. In the field of healthcare, the directive principle states that or ensures that the citizen get adequate best meaning of livelihood. So then another one is equal pay for equal work is given, so that a person, if someone needs, can able to access a better health facilities. Sick, aged, unemployed and disabled to get work, education and public assistance, and maternity relief is given to the women who are working. Level of nutrition and standard of living condition is raised, and the public health is also being improved down. Just to ensure the availability of resources, public health expenditure in the state shared that the central government and the state government or the NGOs and international organization like WHO are providing assistance to the public health care program. So the state governments are responsible for the public health care in the state, because they are taking out of the state, and even the Ministry of the Health and the Family Welfare set up policy for the state to provide and improve the health education and the services. So here are some questions that you have to answer orally by yourself. Who launched the anti-tobacco youth campaign? Here we had already discussed about it. Who launched it? Salam Bombay Foundation with Ministry of Health and Family Welfare launched this national anti-tobacco youth campaign. Second one is, according to the World Bank, how much of Indian population cannot afford private health care? According to the World Bank, there are 99% of Indian population that cannot afford the private health care. The third one is, representing medical tourism get foreign money. What type of institutions receive this money? So private institution definitely receive this type of money, because they are giving more technologically advanced and giving the more technological treatment. So the another one is, who is responsible for the public health of the state? The state government is definitely responsible for the public health of the state. Okay, so to just ensure a good quality facility in the rural area or in the village area, the basic healthcare schemes are being started down, and the name of the schemes are like NRHM. What does it mean? National Rural Health Mission. This scheme is being launched by the government. So what happened in that, the people who are living in the rural area get their medicine available free or at a low cost. They are getting the medicine available in their area at the free, whether the medicine are free one or they have to pay a very low cost for that medicine, because most of the majority of the population who are below the poverty line are living in the rural area. That is the reason this scheme is being implemented for the people who are living in the rural area. Okay, so the next one, if I talk about the medical facility, we are discussing down, we need to improve down the medical facility. So the one example is there, that is of Kerala in India. They improved their healthcare facilities and they decreased down the number of diseases that is being faced by the people from their state. And the second example is Costa Rica and South Africa. They are both which shows a great success in getting a better health of their citizens. Okay, so here is a case study of Kerala given. So what is included in the case study? So case study is showing that in early 1980s the people in Kerala are infecting lot of many problems, are infected from many diseases. So these diseases are included the diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, mental health. So after that they decided that there is a need of decentralization of the government. So the Kerala government start working on this. The powers are given to the local government as well, like municipalities or the panchayats as well, and that is the reason they are able to cope up with this situation. They are able to reduce the disease from their state, and the local government or the district government start working on the hospital that are available in the Kerala. They start checking out the sanitation facilities are there properly or not. They start checking out whether the safe drinking waters are available to the people or not. Special things are being given to the people. Special projects are being started by the state government or local government or the district government for the old age people, differently abled people, ill people who are facing any problem. So all the people, all the government or decentralization of government means the powers are divided into different parts. State government is there, along with that local government is there, after that district government is there, and in local government municipalities are there, municipal corporations are there, panchayat government are there. So they collectively start working on reducing the healthcare problems in their state. So that is at the end finally. Now if I talk about Kerala is known for a healthy state because they can able to get success for their project. But still if I talk about the little bit problems are there in Kerala, that they are not able to achieve total success in the environmental sanitation and the water disposal. So little bit environmental sanitation is very much required in the Kerala, but still they progress a lot. Along with that, the second case study shows that is of Costa Rica. What does those Costa Rica representing? It is that the wealthiest country in the South Africa. What does this constitution of this country shows? So the country's constitution is saying that we don't need an army, we don't need a defense forces in our country. So the money that is being implemented on the army or the defense forces will directly used on the healthcare and education facilities of the people, providing the education and healthcare facilities to the people. So whensoever need they thought that the education and health is very much important than the army or the defense forces. So they use all the amount in providing the basic amenities to the people like water, food, education, sanitation and housing to all the citizens. And finally in their country, health and education became an essential part of education at all levels. This is the reason the Costa Rica believes in providing health and education to all the people, and finally they achieved the success in this sphere. So this is the picture given, so you have to answer it. What do you infer by looking at the picture A and B? So these are the two pictures what you depict from this. So here you can able to see lot many people are there standing and very few workers are there to attend them. So definitely this is public health care or which is being controlled by the government, and this is the problem which is being shown in many of the government hospitals. You can able to see there as well. And the second one is representing the private healthcare facility. One patient is there and 3 workers are there to take care of that patient. So the next one is which is better facility, which is giving a better facilities. Definitely the private one is giving better facilities. You can able to say 1 person is there and 3 is taking care of them. So definitely private companies are giving or private hospitals are giving better care to the people. That is the reason they are choosing the private one instead of the government one. List some differences between the public and the private health facilities. So you have to think it by yourself. What is the main differences between the public and the private health facilities? So you have to differentiate both the aspect by yourself. So this is all about our chapter. So hope you are clear with the chapter. What we discussed down in this chapter, we started down by analyzing what is the role of the government in the healthcare providing healthcare facilities to the people. Further we came to know about the distribution of resources. Along with that we discussed down about the resources and the facilities that are available to them. Further we came to know about the financing of the healthcare services, and along with that we had discussed down there are 2 types of healthcare facilities. The first one is public and another one is private healthcare facilities. The private healthcare facilities are quite expensive and each and every people is unable to afford them. That is the reason the people are affording or going to the public healthcare facilities, that is government hospitals or the civil hospitals. Along with that we at last we discussed down the access of resources to the communities, and further we discussed down the concept of getting a good health by case study of Kerala and the Costa Rica. Okay, so hope you are clear with the chapter. So now what you have to do, you have to complete down the exercise which is given at the end of the chapter and try to solve this exercise by yourself without the help of any other person.